Okay, hey, good afternoon. I'm back at Woodmore Country Club in Mitchellville, Maryland. And today we're going to talk about posture and stance, which are the keys to staying in balance and delivering the club and having a powerful swing.
It's Black Golf Entertainment. You're on the tee with Black Golf Entertainment.
So the first thing we want to do is talk about posture, stance, right? So from down the line here, you can see that my feet, and from the front view, my feet are about shoulder width apart, and I kind of sit down a little bit, and you know, not too far forward, not too far back, and I kind of liken it to sitting on a bench or on a stool. So just on the stool. So now the balance is kind of in the balls of my feet. My knees are slightly bent. I'm slightly bent forward, hinging at the hip, right? So you could look at it this way. You bend your knees, so you're kind of sitting on a stool, and then you hinge at your hip, right? So you just bend over into the hip, and then flex your knees because it's an athletic stance. So you want to have a little knee flexion, and then this is what I would consider a very neutral posture. You can look at me from this perspective. I have one shoulder that's a little bit lower than the other. That's usually the trail shoulder, and that's just because this hand is lower, so it forces you to be a little bit lower. And then neutral spine, very neutral stance, feet on the balls. And now from this position, you're in a very athletic position. You can start moving your body in balance. Right, so you just want to be in balance. And you can only do that if you've got your weight evenly distributed throughout your feet, right? So you don't want a real narrow stance. So you can turn more to narrow stance, but you don't really have any balance swinging through the ball for a normal shot. And you don't want a super wide stance either, because it's just kind of hard to hit a shot when you're like this, right? So just kind of just, you know, feet again just outside your shoulders, a little bit of knee bend, good posture, right? And this is what I consider to be a very neutral stance. Okay, so in closing, remember, a good grip, good posture, a good stance are the fundamentals to the beginning of a really good swing. Remember, feet shoulder width apart, knees flexed, a little bit of squat and bending at your hip, and from there it will start the backswing. So we'll see you next time. Thanks again.